We talk about it all the time. Our personal information and money are constant targets for thieves. And Mike, you're tracking a popular surge or a surge in a popular strategy.
Yeah, I am, Tiffany. Right now, romance scams, they're on the rise. Data from Barclays shows a 20% spike in the first quarter of this year compared to the same time last year. The majority of these scams originate on social media sites and online dating platforms.
He found this woman on TikTok, and he was so happy about it after about a month.
I sat down with a Northeast Ohio woman who reached out to me via email after her ex-husband, who passed away this summer, lost tens of thousands of dollars in a romance scam. This morning, she's pulling the curtain back on how these scams start, how quickly they escalate and end in financial ruin. Sue Collins had a lot of questions.
Who is this woman? Do you have a picture? Where is she from?
When her ex-husband, Dave, told her he met someone on TikTok.
He showed me pictures of her, and I thought it was too good to be true.
At the time, Dave was living in a nursing home and was looking to combat loneliness.
She was going to come down from Saginaw, Michigan.
Skeptical from the jump, Sue turned to the internet to try and learn more about the woman who called herself Sydney.
I did a Google Lens, and the picture blew up all across social media.
There were a lot of phone conversations about attending a concert together or going away for the weekend.
He was always so excited about this possibility of meeting her finally in person.
That never happened.
Just one excuse, grandiose excuse after another.
What did happen is Sydney started asking Dave for money.
Just small, but still significant. $193, $100, $282.
Those funds, set through a money transfer app, ended up in accounts other than Sydney's.
Who was Cedric? Who was Kimberly? Who was Jeffrey? He did not know.
Friends and family tried talking to Dave.
We could see the writing on the wall. Week after week, I kept telling him this is a scam.
Weeks turned into months, and requests for money eventually turned into requests to open accounts together.
He was so enamored with this woman.
So Sydney and Dave could access her recently deceased father's $1 million estate tied up in London.
He was just so trustworthy.
I took Dave's story to Cheryl Harris at the Cuyahoga County Scam Squad.
We have had several folks who, have lost money to these scams when they're in assisted living or in a nursing home.
Harris tells me romance scams are different from others because the bad actors are patient.
It's not just a financial loss at the end of the day. It's like you had so much emotionally invested in it.
Like in Dave's case, that emotion can make it difficult for victims to see what's really happening. So what can you do if someone you know is caught up in a romance scam?
Ask questions. Listen, and do that with kind of an open spirit.
Harris says once you get judgy, the victim gets defensive and goes back to the scammer for reassurance.
The scammer says they don't want you to be happy. They want you to keep the money for them.
He was the nicest person, sometimes to a fault. He would help out anybody.
As for how much money Dave lost in this romance scam, Sue estimates anywhere between $40,000 and $55,000. Sue tells me he realized he had been scammed about 6 months before his death in August.
It's sad. So hopefully this will prevent somebody else from falling into the same scam.
Yeah. Shortly after Dave started talking with Sydney, Sue became his power of attorney, both financially and medically. Sue had his driver's license and social security card, so he was unable to open any new accounts, which prevented further loss. And going back to something that Cheryl said about how do you approach someone that you know or love that you think is caught up in a romance scam, you have to do it carefully, but also the Scam Squad offers suggestions and advice and can actually talk to the individual if they're open to it.
That is great to know because someone professional stepping in to really help in that situation. But it's just so disgusting to see what these scammers are doing to people, and we appreciate you bringing that to us to keep us ahead of these scams.
Yeah, and I can't do these stories without people like Sue. I'm so glad that she came forward because ultimately she wants other people to know about this so they don't fall victim.
For sure. Thanks, Mike.